It's that time again. It's John Webb, ScottishSci-Fi.co.uk, ScottishSci-Fi.com. You can follow me Twitter, DVD Break for me on Facebook and Instagram and thing and blah blah blah. Let's do another one. Lockdown week 2 in it. So this particular review is going to be a review of whiskey that I've been drinking and quite liking, and also the opening of the next bottle in my lockdown series. I'm going to open a bottle that I've already wanted. That I've always wanted to try but haven't because excuses. I'm just going to open a few. So that's what I did with the Daft Mill last week. That's what I'm doing with it today. Censored that. Didn't even mouth the right thing. I just wobbled my lips. So first off with the review part. This is a Good Spirits Company bottling of Arran, 9 years old. Now, this is an interesting one. Still available from the Good Spirits Company. Nice lot. Shout out Roddy. Shout out Cat. Out B. Alright. This is interesting because it's only 9 years old and it was a bit of a leaky cask. And therefore, even bottled at cask strength, it's coming in at 42.1%. There was 189... No, there wasn't. There was 169 bottles only from this cask. Bourbon cask. Might have been first fill, might have been refill. As usual, I've done my research so fundamentally well. It's ridiculous. You can look yourself. Check it out because it's on their website, goodspiritsco.com. I think that's what their website is. Doesn't say on here. It was... So they're partnered up with Morrison and McKay. And I want to not be wrong in saying what other stuff they bottle, so I'm not going to say anything. I think I know, but I don't want to cock up. Anyway. But I like the sound of this when they said it was coming out. I like Arran anyway. Whiskey is very nice. Usually very fruity and very much to my palate at the moment. 9-year-old, young, okay. But the leaky cask had me fascinated more than anything else because I had a leaky cask of something else many years ago, which I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But it was very nice. And I'm not putting it down to just leaky cask syndrome because it can all go to pot with a leaky cask. But sometimes I think that added space you get in the cask, even over a short period of time, you end up with a more matured whiskey at the end of it. There's just more maturation going on, or more evolution of the spirit, probably because of the oxygenation, probably because of the loss of alcohol, but nonetheless something interesting can happen. So I think this is one of those cases. So still in stock on the website, and it's 55 quid a bottle. And this is what I think of it. So on the nose, lovely fruitiness. As I'm going to say dusty again. There's that kind of dusty warehouse kind of thing going on. The fruit is very ripe, very cooked, kind of. You've got that I'm going to say the same words again. Ripe intensity, so it's kind of got that more evolved, fruity kind of flavour about the nose. So, you know, cooked apples. It's like it's an apple pie content going on, yeah? Sorry, I get a look at myself every now and again doing that, and I think, what are you doing? Really? Anyway, getting carried away and excited over the whiskey, which is not a bad thing, is it? So yeah, it smells a lot older than it is. I'm going to give this blind to a few people and see what they think and see what they come up with, and I really must get another bottle for a tasting at a future date because we taste all our stuff blind, and I think this one would be a stonker for totally throwing people. So yeah, there's vanilla richness in there. There's a gentle, rich cinnamon sugar crusting on it. I'm going to go with the apple pie references now. There is pastry. There is a lot of fruit, and it is just like smelling of... It's probably nothing like... If I get an apple pie right now with cinnamon toasted sugar on it and sniff that, it'd be probably nothing like this. But in my mind right now, this smells like a beautiful apple pie dessert with a bit of cream, a bit of custard on it, really sort of like rich vanilla custard. It smells good. You know what? It tastes better. It's a little short on the finish, and that's probably the problem of the age and the leaky cask sort of element of it. But even then, there's some waxiness to it. There's a lot of fruit. There's more citrus going on the palate. Lots of apple, a little bit of lemon, candied cigarettes, as in the candy cigarettes that you used to get many years ago. You don't get them now, do you? They've got candy, like white candy. Cat's just going out. Distraction. God, it's really nice. Really, just, what did he come in? That was Tully. This is delicious. Very fruity. The spices are beautifully integrated. They're not intense on the spice side of things. It's like like I say, it's like a layering of fruit, spice, sweetness. It's just delicious. It really is delicious stuff. I'm going to have to get another bottle of this because it is just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Really, really rate this. I better do it before you see this, just in case you buy it. Be annoyed then. Cracking stuff. Really good cask selection, man. Only 42.1%. Really drinkable. Tastes gorgeous. Yeah. Enough blowing smoke up there. I bought this myself, by the way, just in case it's like, oh, I'm giving you. No, bought it. Love it. Really good. Getting another one. Simple as that. Okay. So, get it before I do. You won't. I'll get it before then, because I'm not going to make the video live before that. Right, okay. Lockdown bottle, week 2. I've got quite a bit of reservations over this, whether to open this or not. It's one I've not tried before. It's one that's it's a controversial distillery for many reasons, mostly style over substance. Bless them. But you know, they're a sexy distillery, aren't they? They are the Disney park of distilleries. They are Macallan, and I want to try the classic cut. Mainly because I always really wanted the 10-year-old cask strength. Was it 10-year-old? Can't remember for sure now. But there was a cask strength release in like the late 90s, early noughties. And I never got one because I thought it was too expensive when I was seeing it sell at auction. This was after it sold out and wasn't available. And it was selling for auction like I don't know, 90, 100 quid. And it was in my days of whiskey experience where I was going, no way I'm spending that kind of money on whiskey. And of course now the same bottles are monumentally stupid and I should have just bought several then, but you know, TARDIS, hindsight, all the rest of it. Anyway, so classic cut they've introduced a few years back. This is the 3rd iteration, I think, 2019. So I think this was a 2017, 2018, 2019. So this is the latest one. I'm just going to go for the latest one because it's pointless opening a 2017, 2018 because it's pointless, really. I don't know. I've got this one to hand. that's the reality of it. So yeah, so there is line box. There is line bottle. So it's Macallan, this classic cut. It's a 2019 edition. It's up from. It's 52.9% alcohol. It's matured exclusively in hand-picked sherry, seasoned oak casks from Jerez, Spain, and bottled to reveal the extraordinary character of a timeless spirit. Natural colour, it says. Very clear on there. It says natural colour for anyone who says, oh, it's got colour in it. It's not. It is actually natural colour. I don't know if it's unchill filtered or not. They don't say it is chill filtered or non-chill filtered. I would like to assume it is non-chill filtered, but I don't know. Anyway, so there it is. And I'm going to open it. Sod it, I'm going to open it. Because it's lockdown time. It's lockdown whiskey, and yeah. I've done 2 weeks. You never know. I hope not, but there you go. Oh, it's open now. Nothing you can do about it now. Oh, what a lovely pop. These have got a very interesting, oh sugar, right, okay. Lockdown glass. Let's not go mad. Now remember, this is a first impression situation because I've literally just opened the bottle for the first time. I've broken the seal on it. The seal being a rather interesting contraption they have here. And now it's open, there's a line, and you can never seal that line back up because it's broken. And I don't know even how it works because it's just complicated. But it works. How does that work? Anyway, I have no idea. But yeah, twist it, break it, and the seal's broken. And that's that. And it is broken. So fair play. Anti tampering, all that malarkey, because people like to rip off Macallan bottlings because they're silly. Okay, this is a first impression situation. First impressions from brand new open bottle. First pour, all the rest of it. Need a drink of water because I've been drinking other spirits. So, first impressions. Stay at home. Flanger. Okay. Definitely intense sherry. Big time intense sherry blast. It's a clean sherry. Definitely seasoned sherry. There's something about old sherry kind of matured whiskies. Old as in not age, but previous, you know, bottles from 20, 30 years ago. Where the sherry casks are very, very different. And this is like a new sherry cask. You know, these seasoned sherry casks. They're just engineered casks for bottling whiskey. Hello, Morgan. Do you want to get involved? Okay. Same to you. Sorry, he's rude. You jumping up? Well, jump up then. God. It's Macallan, it's your favourite. You... Oh, I nearly said a rude word. Come here. Come here, say hello then. Oh, if you reckon anything, I'm going to be distraught. Come here. This is a new t-shirt. Don't be nasty to it. Right. Morgan, say hi to the people at home. Hello, Morgan. I'm an asshole. Yes, you are an asshole, aren't you? King asshole. Yes, go that way. I know your water fountain's not on. I know you're disappointed in that. Oh, sorry, back to the whiskey. Right. Bloody cats. They're my favourite. Anyway. So yeah, intense sherry. I want to say a little bit of struck match. Not in a bad way, but there's definitely that kind of hint of sulphur, but not the vegetal, horrible kind. I know I've said that, it's getting worse. So maybe there is a little bit of sulphur. But Macallan can have that little bit of sulphur, and it just needs a little bit of time in the glass, a little bit of an open bottle, a little bit of time, and patience that everyone needs nowadays. And you've got loads of time. Stay at home. But there is a nice whack of sherry behind there, and it reminds me very much of the 12-year-old, which is a guilty pleasure of mine. I do like Macallan 12-year-old, can't help it. But it's a drinker, it's a slosher, and it's a bloody expensive one for that. You know, this was what, £95, I think, this particular bottle. A bottle of the 12-year-old Macallan Sherry Oak is about £70, which is bloody expensive, and it's too much. It is too expensive, but it's a nice drinker in my opinion, and it is just an opinion. So take it with a pinch of salt. It's worth a lot. Some people don't like it. Other people, especially when they try it blind, they actually really like it, and then they learn what it is and go, yeah, 70 quid. And I don't blame them. But there you go. So this reminds me a lot of the 12-year-old. And for 52.9%, I can really get my nose in there, so it's not completely burning my nostrils out or anything like that. So, a lot of sherry, a lot of candied orange, a little bit of fruitcake, you know, all that kind of typically sherry, not monster, but sherry invocative sort of like associated flavours and stuff that you get with sherry. Sherried whiskey, that is. And it's very pleasant. I'm not gonna lie, it's very pleasant on first nosing. Palate. Now I'm holding back my emotions trying this. I'm not letting my face give the impression of the what I'm feeling. Not like the other ones I've reviewed recently, because I like to give that. You know, I like to reflect in my face what I'm tasting, and the reality is I'm holding back on this on purpose because I don't want to like it. How mental is that? I don't want to give it too much of a rant and rave, because, you know, a lot of people don't like Macallan because it's expensive, because it's what it is. A lot of people don't, and you know what? That's fine. That's fine. But you know what? That's bloody nice. Is it 100 quid nice? Oh, well, is Daft Mill 100 quid nice? Yes, but there's a relative rarity and difference about it. With this, I'm not sure this is much of a step up from the 12-year-old, in honesty. It's certainly not carrying that 52.9%. It's not, I'm not going, whoa, that's hot. I'm going, actually, this is really good. So let's just have another sip, and I'll give a bit more than just a... Right. Good. This is bloody nice. I'm so disappointed. I was fully prepared to have a crack at this. And you know what? I can't. What the actual... I mean, you know, I was really fully prepared to not like this and go... Macallan Estate, right? I'll do a separate review of Macallan Estate, but this urinates all over Macallan Estate, in my opinion. Again, it's a completely different, it's a different whiskey. It's a different whiskey. But this is actually really nice. So, but, and this is the but with it. How much nicer is it than the 12-year-old? But then again, it's not that much more expensive than the 12-year-old. It's kind of like a closer to cash strength. I don't think this is cash strength. I don't think anything most big manufacturers produce that isn't 40-60% when they go into the 50%. I'm pretty sure it's not cash strength. They don't say it's cash strength. They engineer the ABV based on the vatting, and then add a little bit of water and everything else, and they just make it a percentage. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Anyway, right. Back to the whiskey. It's classic Macallan sherry. There's no sulphur on the palate. It's rich, intense raisins, rum and raisin, fruitcake, orange, lots of alcohol stewed prunes, the Christmas cake spices. It's a Christmas cake dram, you know, this is a Christmas dram. It's really, really nice. Who knew? Yeah. First impressions of this, bloody good, in all honesty. I'm shocked, and I'm sorry if I've shocked or annoyed or upset anyone. I really like this. Sorry. Okay, there you go. I'm still bemused by the ABV on it. I just can't get over the fact that it's 52.9. It's very easy to drink at 52.9%. This could be a dangerous falling over whiskey, people. It's certainly dangerous whiskey. I could sit there and drink this for yeah. It's really tasty. Okay, let me put some water in it. Long video. That extra ABV does. Ooh, chocolate. Wow. Chocolate orange. Loads of chocolate just come through on that last swallow. Very good. Sugar. Bugger. That's really nice. And I think you can still get this at, you know, it hasn't gone silly in the auction markets because they produced a lot of this now. I think there's people buy this and just bung it at auction and make money, so they think. But this one hasn't been a particular money maker as far as I'm aware. So, you know what? Worth getting. So I added a slosh of water in this because more than anything I wanted to see if it clouded up. And I think it is clouding up a little bit. So hard to see. I'm not sure actually. Not sure. Need to have a play around with this to see if it's definitely non-chill filtered. But a little bit of time in the glass. Maybe it's the water as well. Although I think I noticed it before. Excuse me. That sulphury kind of thing's gone. It's definitely all about the sherry now. And you know, maybe it is that kind of whiskey where would you like some whiskey with your sherry? But it's really nice. It's really, really nice. So with water, a little bit toned down, definitely. Still intense on the sherry. Still got the Christmas cakey thing going on. A little bit toned down, a little bit more spice as opposed to the fruitiness of it. Still an awful lot of orange going on. I like orange. On the palate. A little less intense, but there's a lot of flavour. Yeah, okay. It's definitely got the ABV in there because if I'd put that much water in it. That is good. Shit. Pardon my French, but damn. I was not expecting that. I was expecting mediocre and I got happiness. Bugger. And that was the first impression. Let's see how it copes over a week. All right, so I'll be back next week to do a re-review of that. I'll make it quick because I've got a feeling I'm just going to be raving about it and people won't like me for it, but whatever. Happy lockdown, people. Stay at home. Please look after yourselves. Don't get sick, and if you do, get better. All right, there's just a lot of horrible stuff in the world at the moment, and you know what? Heart goes out to you. Just be sensible, look after yourself, be sensible, stay at home, stop going to the fucking beaches where everyone else is going. You're idiots, and it's all going to go very horribly wrong. All right? Anyway, enough said. I try to hold off on all that kind of rubbish, but it's not rubbish. Stay at home. Bye for now. See you next time. Cheerio.